officer on duty at Bearcat Village from 8 p.m. in the evenings until 4 a.m. every day. So there was an officer there, and that's why I assume we were able to react within a minute or so.
Is anything going to be changed at Bearcat Village after this has happened? Any new security measures, any maybe panic polls that you see at some places?
You know, anytime you have an incident like this on any campus or any location, you always review your policies and procedures. I don't anticipate any major changes. We think we have a good system in place, but of course we'll review if we can improve our operations for safety of our students. We will do so.
Are you all looking for these people, or I mean, are you actively searching for them?
Yes. At this time, as we're speaking, our investigator, along with agents from the State Law Enforcement Division, are in the process of looking for them now. It is an ongoing investigation, so there's not a lot I can say about it. But yes, as we're talking, they're out conducting the investigation now.
Is there anything that you're asking the public to do at this time, as far as?
If there's anybody that saw anything at Bearcat Village last night, or has heard anything, or has seen anything that might be suspicious, please call us at the University Police, or Greenwood Police Department, or State Law Enforcement Division.
Do you think the people that were involved are the Lander University students?
What we have turned over so far leads us to believe that they are not Lander University students. But again, we're still looking into it.
Any thought that they might be students of another college?
That's something that we're still looking into.
And as far as the race goes, on that, we've sent out the description, of the second person. How would you describe them? Because I know there was some discrepancy on the race. I just want to make sure we're getting out the right information.
One is a black male, dark complexion, medium to dark complexion. The other one is a light skinned mixed race male. I don't know how to say it other than that.
We just have to have different.
Yes, ma'am. It's kind of hard to describe.
Okay.
Dr. Ball, do you
Yes.
remember? Do you remember anything, or Randy? I mean, do you remember anything like this on Lander's campus in any type of recent years?
It hasn't happened since I've been here 12 years now. Mr. Bachneit's been here a couple of days longer than I have. Randy?
We have had an incident or two years past, and then we did have one really bad incident back in 1988. But this is not something that happens very often. I mean, I feel very good about our campus as far as safety and security, and our housing office, the health services, counseling did an excellent job, along with University Police last night. Can't say enough about what they did, and we are all very concerned about all our students and the victims as well, and we're going to stay abreast of everything as best we can. As Dr. Ball mentioned, we'll take a look at different things, but again, I feel very good about what we have on campus.
Could you tell us a little bit about the prior incidents that you mentioned, the one in '98, and what occurred?
That was a very difficult time. We had a student that was murdered on campus in 1988.
88.
88.
88, yes.
And that was the last violent,
Eddie, can you think of anything?
That's the last major one that I can think of.
Any instructions you want to give to students until you guys catch these people? Be extra careful, anything like that?
Yep, and I'll be sending out some information to them, and ask them again to be vigilant. To use common sense. Keep your doors locked. If you're sitting in your car and texting somebody or talking to them on the phone, keep your door locked. I think we live in a world today that is very different from what it used to be. So we all have to be more conscious of what we're doing, and I think be supportive of each other, and really be safety conscious. Everybody has to pitch in when it comes to safety.
Any update on their conditions? The 3 female students?
They're fine. They've been released and so forth.
Concerning the alert system, in talking with several students here today, they said that it was voluntary. How can you guys warn the rest of the students who haven't signed up for this text message alert?
You know, we stress to students that orientation, the different ways that we can communicate with them, you know, and we will continue to stress that, but we can't make folks sign up for that system. But we will, I think this is an example of how it does give you an opportunity to say, folks, yeah, this is important, so be sure you sign up for it.
The second text, at least if what I've seen is correct, the second text alert that went out said something to the effect of suspects located. Why did it say that?
I think that was based on the fact that we feel like one of the victims may have known who the perpetrators were. Right. And we, again, I'm not going to get into the details of the investigation because it is still ongoing. Right. But that we did find out where they may have been, and we just knew where they were, and they were not still on campus.
Okay. Were all 3 of the just because there's large sections redacted here, it's kind of tough. Were all 3 of the alleged victims assaulted?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All 3 sexually assaulted?
Sexually assaulted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, you guys, please forgive me, but I mean, you guys knew who one of them was and where they might have been. When could we expect maybe, I guess, some resolution to it? I mean, if we knew who they were and where they were enough to tell students, hey, we've located them, I guess what's stopping us?
And you know as well as I do, knowing something and proving it and having enough to take to court and say, man, this is it, this is what we've got to put somebody in jail, right, is 2 different things.
Right.
And that's kind of, you know, we're still at the investigation stage,
right,
of working on it and having enough to make sure that what we have is good enough to take to court, prosecute,
sure,
and get a conviction.
Just some housekeeping. Are you guys the lead agency on this and SLED's assisting you, or is it vice versa?
We're the lead agency. Lander University Police Department is the lead agency.
Right.
SLED is the assisting agency. That is in accordance with state law.
Okay.
Dr. Ball, would you have a statement for families of these kids? And maybe we've got a lot of family members tuning in today.
You
so
bet.
What would you say to them?
Yeah, Paul, thanks for asking that. Of course, Lander University is a safe campus. It is as safe as any campus in this country. We are part of a larger society that we have not nearly enough control over in some people's minds, and in other people's minds we have too much control. And so you want to balance your freedom with security. We have a healthy balance of security and freedom here. We don't have walls around this campus like some other institutions have, and I certainly don't want to erect them. But I will reassure the parents of these students that if there was any known danger on this campus, we would be dealing with it immediately. This is a safe campus. It always has been and continues to be, and we will always, on occasion, like every other community in this country, have incidents. Fortunately, we don't have very many here on Lander.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys and ladies.